Hey, hello. Welcome to Abusiabi YouTube channel. Once again, we are meeting here, right? Be grateful to the Almighty God, the Alpha and the Omega, the omnipotent, the omniscient, the omnipresent God. We thank Him for all His goodness and mercies. We're very grateful to meet you once again. Welcome to Abusiabi YouTube channel. Well, you all know how we do it. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay, and press on the notification button so that when we drop any new videos, you'll be the first to receive it. Um, if you are new to this channel, I would like you to know that this channel is mainly political, and I mean, I stumbled on this. I did not really plan to be a blogger or YouTuber or anything like that. This is as a result of some of us, our passion for politics. I mean, should I even say politics? It's our passion for for goodness to spread around the world, in our communities, in our societies. That is why we're doing some of these things, and we believe that Ghanaians, and for that matter Africans, and extending it to all third world countries around the world. All citizens around the world deserve better. And we believe that some of us believe it's something that is doable. We just have to keep our politicians on their toes. Yes, we have to make our politicians accountable to us. It's as if of late that mandate that we have, that we've given to the politicians, you know, they are not making good use of it. So we have to hold their feet to fire. We have to hold their feet to fire. And for some of us, what we can do is to create awareness and educate ourselves. Yeah, I've been doing some research. I've been doing some research today, and I guess anything that I will say here is something that you've heard before. If you've not heard before, you may have idea of it before. Seriously. Um, I mean, it's mainly about the riches, mineral resources of Africa, and why we should have poverty in Africa. Have you sat down to ask yourself why there is poverty in Africa? Have you asked yourself that question? Why should there be poverty in Africa? Think about it for a moment. There is poverty in Africa because of failed leadership. That is what it is. In simple terms, that's what it is. It's failed leadership. Why am I saying this? Why is it that, ask yourself, why is it that there are some countries that don't have the riches in terms of natural mineral resources that Africa has? But those countries are rich, their citizens live good. I mean, they don't have poverty to the level of Africa, and for that matter, Ghana. Why? It's all about leadership. It's all about leadership. Um, I mean, let me remind you, Ghanaians are going to the polls less than 2 weeks from today, December 7th, to elect, a president and also members of parliament. And for some of us, we're spreading this word so that all well-meaning Ghanaians around the world will get a message and vote against the present government, the NPP government, and also vote against the NDC government, because these two parties, NDC government and the MPP government, they've had over 32 years in power, governing the country Ghana, and for that matter, the citizens of Ghana. And the country is sinking in terms of every facet of development that you can think of, in terms of sports, commerce, agric, economics, everything, sanitation, everything, environmental conservation, everything. The country is sinking. And for some of us, we cannot just sit down. We cannot just sit down, because when you know what is good and you don't say it, you are also culpable. So we have to create awareness among ourselves. Let's educate ourselves so that come December 7th, 2024, Ghanaians will go and vote for Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. You know, the past 32 years, NDC and MPP, they have failed us. Poverty is on the rise in Ghana. We used not to have diarrhea and diseases like that. All of those diseases are on the rise in Ghana. We have kidney diseases on the rise in Ghana. I mean, hunger is on the rise in Ghana. The people of Ghana, the youth, the women have become beggars. They become destitute. They become miserable. I mean, there is no hope for the people of Ghana, especially women and the youth. If you are youth in Ghana and you are listening to me, listen to me well. This message is for you. The life that the politicians and their cronies are leading or living, you also deserve the same kind of lifestyle. Have you asked yourself? I keep on asking this question, and I'll keep on asking it till it gets into all of us, our coconuts. I keep on drumming it into our heads. If the politicians in Ghana, the NDC and the MPP politicians, they said that they've developed Ghana. Why are they bringing their wives and their girlfriends and their concubines to America to deliver their babies so that they get American citizenship? Why? Ask yourself that question. You are a youth in Ghana. Ask yourself that question. Maybe you don't even have a passport. You are a mother. You are still following MPP and NDC. Why? Poverty is on the rise in Ghana. And let's look at the policies of the two main parties, the NPP and the NDC, headed by Dr. Baumia and Mr. Mahama. What are their policies? What are their policies? Dr. Baumia is walking around promising to share mobile phones, build toilets. This day and age, are these policies that move a nation forward? Building toilets and sharing mobile phones? Are these policies? And how about Mr. Mahama? Mr. Mahama is promising what? Little, I mean, these guys are not visionaries. They are not. I'm not here to insult or denigrate anybody, but it's a fact. Mr. Mahama and Dr. Bahumia, they are not visionaries. They don't look into the future. If they are visionaries, these two personalities, Dr. Bahumia and Mr. Mahama, they are from the northern part of Ghana. Over the last 30 years that Mr. Mahama has been in politics, kind of policy has he been able to table before parliament to turn the lives of the northern part of Ghana, I mean, those living over there, their lives around? None. None. Poverty is on the rise in the northern part of Ghana. Mr. Mahama has become president before. What did Mr. Mahama do for his own people? He continued to buy them shasiamo, so the young ladies in the northern part of Ghana will continue to carry things on their heads. Is this somebody we want to lead Ghana? No, not at all. Ghanaians, let's wise up. Let's wise up. These guys have nothing good to offer. They are just in politics for their own self, for their own good and their cronies. I mean, will we be wrong? Will we be wrong if we say that the NDC and the MPP are criminal organizations? I don't think so. And they are criminal organizations. The MPP and the NDC are criminal organizations. For the last 30 years plus, ask yourself, why is it that the politicians, the members of parliament, and all their political planners and appendages, why do they take ex gratia every 4 years? Why? You are a teacher, you are a nurse, you are a carpenter, you are a laborer in some government work, you are a watchman, you are a security man, you are a police, you are a custom officer, you are a laboratory personnel, you are an accountant. Ask yourself, why is it that the politicians and their cronies, they take ex gratia every 4 years? Why? Why don't they make this facility available for the whole of the working population in Ghana? So that is criminality. That is criminality. How many Ghanaians on pension live long enough to enjoy their pension? Think about it. Think about it. My mother, my mother, may her beautiful soul and sweet soul rest in peace. My mother transitioned 2012. Ask me how long did my mother benefit from her pension before they transitioned? Just some few years. And before you even get your pension, the struggles that you have to go through. Look at how these politicians have arranged the system just to favor them. Just to favor them. In their mind and in their own interest, they take ex gratia to pension every 4 years. Right? Think about it. You are a teacher, you are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are a military personnel, you are a police. Think about it. Why is it that they don't allow the police, the teacher, the laborer in the government work also take pension every 4 years? You retire at 60 years, Ghana, what's the life expectancy? Then where does the pensioners' monies, where does it go to? Those who don't benefit, where does the money go to? This borders on criminality. Politicians are criminals. NDC and the MPP party, they are criminal organizations. Ask yourself, the Auditor General report that have been coming up for the past how many years, only God knows. What has been done to all those people found culpable of the mismanagement in the system? Nothing. Because it's like a cartel running the system. So they claim the booty and they share. Let's do a forensic audit. Let's do a forensic audit at the scholarship secretariat. Let's see what we'll find there. The scholarship secretariat, it is supposed to serve brilliant but needy citizens of Ghana. That's what the scholarship secretariat is meant for, to sponsor brilliant but needy Ghanaians. Let's do a forensic audit. Let's find out who are those benefiting from the scholarship secretariat. Ghanaians, this NDC and the MPP party, they are a criminal gang. If you want Ghana to change for the better, don't vote for NDC or MPP. Vote Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. Got his brilliant ideas. And I may say that his ideas, especially the industrialization aspect of Nana Kwame Bediako's ideas, is nothing new. That is what the Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did way back in the 1950s, late 1950s. What went wrong? How did we get here where we are right now? What happened to all the industries that Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah established? Ghana youth, ask yourself these questions. Women in Ghana, ask yourself this question. Men in Ghana, ask yourself this question. The MPP and the NDC parties, they are a criminal gang, a criminal organization. They don't mean well for the country. Look at their policies. Look at their policies. The policies are not visionary enough. What legacy are these two parties living for generations or more? They don't think about legacy. They don't think about legacy. When we think of legacy, look at the Akosombo Dam. Look at the Akosombo Dam. Akosombo, where we get our hydroelectric power. Had it not been for the Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, what would be the power situation in Ghana right now? Ask yourself some questions. Let's be critical. Ask yourself some questions. Let's be critical. These guys are not visionary leaders. Bawumia, 2016, what did we hear about Dr. Bawumia? What is the state of the economy right now? Dr. Bawumia has run the economy of Ghana to the ground. What's the exchange rate right now? What is the state of the Canaanites, the young women from the northern part of Ghana? Yes. What is their situation right now? The young women from the northern part of Ghana, Mr. Mahama and Dr. Bawumia couldn't help them. And you think they can help the whole of Ghana? No. Let's vote Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force to come and implement his policies so that he can turn Ghana around. And look, this is the mindset of visionaries. Visionaries don't think just about today. When Nana Kwame Bediako said that he was going to bring the sea to Kumasi, people were saying like, "How are you gonna do this?" Da, 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 da. We should research. We should research. We are living in modern times. We are living in the era of internet. You have no excuse to be ignorant. You have no excuse to be ignorant. I mean, you are somewhere, I'm somewhere, you are watching this. How did you think this came about? Like a couple of years ago, if somebody told you this was going to happen, would you have believed? If you didn't know that the aeroplane could fly that heavy metal like that, if you didn't know that the aeroplane could fly, would you have believed? If Nana Kwame Bediako told you that he could manufacture an aeroplane, you wouldn't. So why did you doubt him when he said he was going to bring the sea to Kumasi? Why? And this technology has been with us, since the 1800s. I did some research. I did some research. Um, when the Suez Canal was constructed, the Suez Canal was constructed. They started construction of the Suez Canal in 1859, and it got open 1869. It took them 10 years. 1859, 1859, almost 200 years ago, 1859, and we are here saying we can't do something. The Suez Canal, 1859, took them 10 years to complete. Let me see. I have another one, another Karakum Canal in Turkmenistan. It's one of the largest in the world. It was started in 1954 and completed in 1988. Fine. It took them how many years? 34 years. So when Nana Kwame Bediako says that he's bringing the sea to Kumasi, it doesn't mean it's going to be overnight. This is somebody who is thinking of generations unborn. This is how we build a country. You don't think of overnight. You don't think of food. Always food. Always thinking of food. Somebody, Baumia saying he's going to share mobile phones. Compare the policies of Nana Kwame Bediako to that of the Mahama and Dr. Baumia. Nana Kwame Bediako is a visionary person. He's looking into the future, and that is how we build a country. In some of my past videos, I told you about the saying in Malawi, the Malawian saying that goes like, more precious than your children are our children's children. More precious than your children are our children's children. We should think of generations unborn. We shouldn't just think of a pregnant getting like always thinking about food. So, like I said earlier on, the Karakum Canal was started in 1954, but they completed it in what? 1988. 54 years. How many years has the MPP and the NDC governed Ghana? Plus PNDC, over 40 years. These guys don't care about the country. They don't care about seeing Ghana grow. Why should there be poverty in Ghana? We have no excuse. We have no excuse. But because of poor leadership, we have poverty in Ghana, and for that matter, Africa. Besides, all the mineral resources that we have, and another canal also, the Indira Gandhi Canal, originally known as the Rajasthan Canal. It was started in 1958. It was started in 1958, and they concluded in 2005. So the idea of starting a project is not necessarily to, complete overnight. You start a project when you see that a project will be beneficial to a country so that generations unborn will come and benefit. Is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah alive to benefit from the Akosombo Dam? I'm asking you. Is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah alive to benefit from the Akosombo Dam? This man was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana, was such a selfless politician. Those are the qualities we are lacking nowadays in our politicians. And that is the qualities we have in Nana Kwame Bediako. Our politicians of today are selfish. They are not thinking of you or tomorrow. They're just thinking of themselves and their cronies. Think about it. Go over all that, I've spoken about in the last few minutes. Do you know how much a vessel is charged to use the Suez Canal? for transportation. Do you know how much it costs? Between $400,000 to $700,000. Those people or those persons who conceived the idea of building or constructing the Suez Canal, you think they are alive to benefit? No, they were thinking of generations unborn to come and benefit. They were thinking of generations unborn to come and benefit. The Suez Canal, do you know how much money the Suez Canal, generates daily? Over $10 billion. Over $10 billion. Over $10 billion. $10 billion, my brothers, my sisters, my mothers, my fathers. $10 billion. Those were leaders who had foresight. And that was the kind of foresight the first president of Ghana had, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That's the kind of foresight he had. That's the kind of foresight he had. Is Dr. Nkrumah alive to benefit from the Suez Canal? No. No. Think about it. Think about it. The NDC and the MPP parties, they are a scam. They are a criminal organization. And I can say it to their faces. And there are records to prove that. I've told you. I mean, they should research, they should do a forensic audit of the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. And they should bring all the books of the Auditor General's report. All the monies that we've lost. Ask yourself. 2016, during the elections, how many corrupt allegations did the MPP bring against the NDC? Why have they not been able to prosecute them? Why have they not been able to prosecute Mr. Mahama and the NDC? Because they are using that to blackmail the NDC, and they are also stealing. This is the bottom line. Ghanaians, do we really want real change or not? If you want real change, don't vote for MPP or NDC. Vote Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. You already know how, I think Einstein defined insanity, right? You don't do the same thing repetitively and expect different results. It's insane. You do the same thing repetitively, you will get the same results. You have to do something different to get different results. In the last 32 years, if there was going to be any meaningful change, we would have seen it already. We would have seen it already. My brothers, my sisters, we would have seen it already. We would have seen it already. Huh? Do your own research. Also, find out about Nana Kwame Bediako. His ideas just blows my mind. Find out why he got those two tigers. Find out. He got those two tigers because they were saying that in Africa we cannot. Tigers will not thrive in Africa. And he said he's gonna prove them wrong. And now because of that, we have a zoo with these two tigers, and he's going to breed them. He's going to create a zoo, improving the tourism of the country Ghana. This is visionary thinking. This is somebody who looks far beyond 1,000 years. He's just not thinking of tomorrow. He's thinking of generations unborn. Mr. Mahama and Dr. Bawumia, what have they managed before? Nothing. Professional politicians, nothing. They've managed nothing before. Nothing. What have they managed before? Nothing. That's why Ghana is sinking. We need selfless leadership. Ghana youth, listen to what I'm saying, please. December 7th is just around the corner. If you want something different, vote Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. Come and industrialize the country. We cannot be beneficiaries of God's wonderful mineral resources and still live, life of poverty. You live in life like paupers. We cannot continue to live like that. Some of us are doing this because we want the betterment of society. We want everybody to live good. I don't want to come to Ghana and come in to enjoy my little money that I have. Then, some hungry person is jealous or envious of you and, maybe take a gun, take a stick or whatever hit you. Because a hungry man is an angry man. A A hungry man is an angry man. There are no jobs in the country. These guys are just not interested in building Ghana. Vote Nana Kwame Bediako of the new force. There is so many, evidences for you to decipher yourself that the MPP and the NDC, they don't mean well for Ghana. Look at what is happening in the Parliament House. They just serve their own personal interests. They are not serving the people. They are not serving the people. They are not serving the people. They have developed Ghana. Why would they bring their wives and concubines and girlfriends to come and deliver in America? I'm so sometimes, I don't know. I'm so ashamed of the pastors and the traditional leadership of Ghana. Sometimes you say something and somebody will say that, oh, the mineral resources don't belong to the chiefs. The mineral resources don't belong to the chiefs. How come their lives are better? Their lives are better because they drive in flashy cars and live lavish lifestyles. Why are they not living, the poverty lifestyles of the people? Why? Are our traditional leaders really standing up for their own people? And shamelessly, these pastors, I mean, the least said about them, the better. If God is the one telling you guys who will become the next president, why is this God not revealing the same person to you? But one pastor will say, oh, it will be Baumia. The other pastor will say, oh, it will be Mahama. Ghanaians, Ghana youth especially, and Ghana women. I keep on saying Ghana youth and Ghana women because the youth, you are the future of Ghana. And the women, most of the time when there is a problem at home, it's the women who carry, the brunt of it. Huh? If we want a better, lifestyle for all of us in Ghana, vote for Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. Vote for Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. Recently, we discovered lithium. What has become of the lithium? What was our percentage? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. We have so many. I'm tired naming them on the channel. Go research yourself. Go research yourself the different mineral resources God has blessed Ghana with. Go find out about canals around the world. Go do your own research. Go find out for how long this technology has been with us. Look, I printed the map of Ghana. I printed the map of Ghana. Look, we have rivers. We just have to connect them. Look, I printed the map of Ghana, showing all the rivers and their trajectories. All the rivers. Look, find out. We just have to connect them. And that's it. And we don't have to think of, somebody started this over 200 years ago. Now they are benefiting. $10 billion daily on the Suez Canal. $10 billion daily. $10 billion daily. Why can't our politicians of today think like this? They don't want to think like this because they are thinking of their own selves. They are not thinking of the goodness of the country. They are not thinking of generations unborn. Think carefully about what I've thrown out there for you tonight or wherever you are. I don't know what time is it. Whatever time you are watching this video, think about all the points that I've raised. Think about all the points that I've raised. Eh? And those of us living outside Ghana, please, let's try to talk to our family and friends and loved ones in the country. December 7th is approaching. They should go and vote for Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. Don't think that you are living in America, you are living in Europe, you are living in Asia, you are living in Japan, you are a doctor, you are a professor, you are a lawyer, you are a technologist, you are a builder, you are a constructor, you are a contractor, whatever that you are in America, Canada, wherever that you are living good, so to hell with Ghana. No, you shouldn't think like that. Ghana is where your umbilical cord is. If Americans did not build America, would you be here to benefit? Huh? The least we can do is to inform our family, friends, and loved ones in Ghana to vote for Nana Kwame Bediako of the New Force. This is the time that He is youthful and he has the energy and the ideas. We should stop thinking about he's young, he's young. What's the age of the French president? The age of the incoming vice president of America? Huh? What's the age of the Senegalese president? Look at Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, 32 years. Look at the marvelous things this young man is doing. We don't need these old people to come and determine our future for us. Give respect. If they would have done something better, they would have done a long time ago. Mahama was a president before, and we all saw what he came to do. Doom saw and selling our monies. Girls fighting over him all over social media and all of that. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but you already know what it is. So peace and love to you. Okay, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Love you all. Bye for now. Bye bye.